and welcome back to Learning Kiswahili. I'm actually glad that I broke this recording into several parts because soon after recording the first part, um, my monitor here started making noise and the baby was crying, so I had to break down and go and attend to that. But everything is cool. So now we're going to talk about the outside part of the body. We're going to start off with the shoulders and go all the way down to the toes. And then we're going to get to the inside part of the body. That will be the part 3, where we'll talk about the internals, because that itself is going to take some time. Right? So let's start with outside of the body. Nje ya mwili. Outside of the body, nje ya mwili. We're going to start with the shoulders. Shoulders, mabega. Shoulders, mabega. A single shoulder, bega. Single shoulder, bega. Chest, kifua. Chest, kifua. But as we're going out, we got our arm, mkono. Arm, mkono. 2 arms, plural, mikono. 2 arms, mikono. The hand is also called mkono. The reason being, you cannot use your hand without your arm or your arm without your hand. So together working, they form one part, mkono. So in Swahili, your hand is called mkono and the arm also is called mkono. Now at the extension, the plural of the mkono is mikono again. The extension of your arm, right at the end of your hand, you've got your fingers. Your fingers we call vidole, plural, vidole. A single finger, one finger is called kidole, kidole. So vidole, kidole, right? We got a bunch of joints, okay? All the joints in the body are called viungo, and the bones are called mifupa. So you got mifupa being connected at viungo, okay? Your bones connected at the joints. Outside here we've got kucha. Your nails are called kucha. Now let's get back to the fingers. The small finger is called kidole kidogo. Kidole kidogo, small finger. Ring finger is called kidole cha pete. Ring finger, kidole cha pete. Pete is ring. The middle finger is called kidole cha katikati. Kidole cha katikati, middle finger. Forefinger is typically the first finger, kidole cha kwanza, or kidole cha mbele, the front finger. Your thumb, kidole cha gumba, kidole cha gumba. And 2 thumbs, vidole vya gumba. Now it's plural, so even if you have 10 thumbs, you still call them vidole vya gumba. So that's our hand. Right here we got the wrist, kiganja. Wrist, kiganja. Plural, viganja. Viganja. It's kind of like when we were talking about spoons in earlier lessons. Kijiko is 1 spoon, so when you start with ki, the plural will be vi. Kijiko, vijiko. Kiganja, viganja. Kidole, vidole. That's how we make plural. So I hope you're learning 2 things at the same time. Now let's get down. So kifua, of course you can't have vifua unless you're talking about more than one person. You know, when you combine them, you'll have vifua. But anyway, kifua is chest. And when we talk about breast, typically we only refer to women. So breast is maziwa, plural, maziwa. A single breast is ziwa. Babies drink from breast, so the breast or the milk is also called maziwa. The milk is maziwa. Now the nipple itself is called chuchu. And men have chuchus too. So 2 nipples, machuchu. A single nipple is chuchu. As we go down, we've got our stomach. Stomach is, or the belly is tumbo. The belly is tumbo. Stomach is tumbo. Right in the middle of the stomach, we've got the navel. The navel is kitovu. Kitovu. Right below the stomach and the navel is our private parts for male and female. The frontal side, male is mboo or mboro, mboro. So you could say mboo, mboro, mbo or Mboro. Really, the right way to say it in Swahili is ume, the manliness. Ume, the manliness, or something that differentiates between a man and a female. And in case of the female, uh, vagina is kuma, Kuma. But again, the polite way or the right way to say it is uke, femininity, womanness, right? And when you go behind that, of course, you got your buttocks. Buttocks are same for men and women. Is matako. Matako is buttocks, and single butt is tako. Tako is single of the buttocks, and the anus is mkundu. Now, anus again is mkundu. Of course, we skip the back. The back is mgongo. The back is mgongo. We'll get back to the spinal cord later, but the spinal cord is called ute wa mgongo. Now, when we get down below the waist, of course, we got the waistline, and the waist is kiuno. The waist is kiuno, and when we get down below that, we got our thighs. Thighs is mapaja. Thighs, mapaja. A single thigh is paja. So mapaja, and a single is paja. Below the thighs, we got knees, magoti. Knees, magoti. So what would be a single of the knees? The knee, single knee is goti. Just remove ma and you call it goti. Now, below your knees, you got your legs. Again, just like in case of arms and the hand, in Swahili, your legs and feet need to be together. They work together in unison, so we don't differentiate at that point. So, your leg is called mguu, your foot is called mguu, and your legs are called miguu, and your feet are called miguu. Same word. The toes. Here's where in Swahili you do not differentiate their fingers. Okay, so you got your toes, we call them fingers. The only way we differentiate them is when we start to talk, we say which fingers. Are we talking about fingers for the leg or fingers for the hand? So if it's fingers for the hands, vidole vya mikono. Fingers for the legs or your toes is vidole vya miguu. For one leg, vidole vya mguu. One finger for your leg or one toe, kidole cha mguu. So vidole vya mikono, fingers of the hands, vidole vya mkono, fingers of one hand, kidole cha mkono, one finger of one hand. Okay, so kidole, vidole. This should conclude our outside part of the body. I may have skipped one or two things, but you should have an idea of most important stuff. Now, in our next section, we're going to talk about inside the body, ndani ya mwili. Until then, see you later. Tutaonana baadaye.